This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
It's a new year.
And a new season.
24/7 Buff Pandemonium isn't just a page.
It's a family.
A passionate group of positive Buffalo football fans
who embrace the character and fight of this team.
We strive to embody this passion
and present a fan-first perspective
without all the fluff.
Enter
the K-Gun Report.
Season 2.
The first season was exciting for 24/7 Buff Pandemonium.
Talking football, connecting with fans, and having quality conversation.
This season, we're stepping it up, and we want you all to come be a part of the conversation.
On March 9th, 2021,
the K-Gun Report
is back.
Let's go, Buffalo!
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bills fans, welcome to 24/7 Buff Animonia presents the K-Gun Report, Season 2, Episode 42. I'm Jarrod. Joining me tonight, we have Swank.
Yo!
Scott.
Hey! Yeah.
See, I've learned to let you finish.
I like that low that you do right there with the. It's like some monk stuff.
And very special guest from Breaking Tables, Brian Van Slyke.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
He's got his own sound effects.
We don't have sound effects. Brian's got his own sound effects tonight. That's awesome.
Brian, let us know a little bit about yourself and Breaking Tables really quick.
I was going to say, I never get to use that during the show because I'm so in-depth on conversations. I keep forgetting I have all these buttons with all these like different things. I can do like,
Laugh tracks,
or like Tom Brady.
You suck.
You know, something like that. But I whatever.
Tell me you have the.
I got a bunch of them. It goes through a while. I haven't. Every time I memorize them, I get drunk on my show. That's what Breaking Tables is. Just kind of having fun, talking, Bills related things. And, you have a couple too many, and it's like the last thing you can do is like, oh, where's that button for this? Yeah, so I always mess that up. But that's kind of who it is, man. I'm Brian Van Slyke. I'm originally from Rochester area, Geneseo. I keep narrowing it down until people realize what general direction. But I was from York, New York, and our school alma mater is. That's all Hodunk it is. And I ended up moving to Florida 10 years ago. And I'm moving back. Can't make me.
Can't do it
for the snow, dude.
I won't even, like, if I go back just to visit and my mom goes, can you scrape the ice off my car? I'd be like, fuck no, do it yourself. That's not my car.
Move to Florida.
Sorry, Mom, I'm just kidding. Hey, I yell at my sister or my brother, go clean Mom's car off.
You hand him the brush. Mom wants it done. Thanks.
You know what we do up here sometimes? We just roll up the sleeve and do this because we don't know where the brush is because the wife put it somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Nice.
We're going to be talking Bills football, as you're well aware, because you're always talking about Bills football at Breaking Tables, and we always have a good time. I have to ask a question really quick before we get started. Breaking Tables, have you thrown yourself or have you been thrown through a table, Mr. Van Slyke?
Absolutely, dude. Actually, twice now, and the last time I did it was in Jacksonville, and we lost, so I probably won't, do it again. But anyways, being 37 years old, you're not a spring chicken anymore. And doing that completely drunk off your face after drinking a full bottle of Jägermeister that somebody gave you. And it wasn't even a Jägermeister bottle. It was in a Crown Royal bottle. So it's kind of like, what is in here? Whatever. Let's drink.
Dude, were you doing this in like 2012? Like
you just did everything an 18-year-old's told before having the couch not to do.
It was the
shotgun
weirdest.
2 Zimas.
The weirdest thing ever, and I got so hammered, and me and Neil, my co-host, Tap and Neil, we looked at each other like, all right, it's time. And so before the trip, I had 2 tables. One that my wife bought me that says, do not do anything to this table. It's a nice table. And another one that I got for free that I was like, oh, this one's going to go down. Well, drunk world, it was complete opposite, and wife was not impressed that I made the wrong choice. So that's why I hate Jacksonville. If I ever go north from Miami, I will purposely detour Duval County just to skip that entire sinkhole. So,
Because your wife's going to look at you. Remember that table?
Yeah, remember that table.
Well, welcome. We're excited to have you, Brian.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me, dude. I love you guys, man. You guys are, good group of guys, and it's like me and Tab and Neil. It's our show is it's similar in ways of just the fun that you guys have and the passion that you guys portray. I love it, dude.
Hell yeah, man. We had a great time coming on you guys' show. That was a hot minute ago, but it was the first invite I think we ever got to do that, and we were super stoked. So
cool.
Swank, that's the one show that Brian had 13 beers in an hour. He does not remember us on that show.
Oh. My name's Swank, dude.
Joey Hatch.
Nice to meet you. Hi, guys. I'm Brian.
Joey Hatch says, "Displaced Bills Mafia, the home of Breaking Tables."
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
He's
Thank
got a
you,
lot of good
Joey.
stuff.
I think Jarrod was at the game, I think, or sometime, and Jarrod couldn't make it when he was on the show.
Jarrod was on family vacation in South Carolina. I was listening to the show as I was coming back up north, so that was a good time.
Should have pulled over and joined us.
What's that?
Should have pulled over and joined us.
Guys, I'm here. I just want to, before we always say this, I just want to say this really quick. Scott, really quick, let the Mafia and Fandemonium know how they can win a Josh Allen blue COA signed jersey.
Yeah, our partner at Buffalo Autographs, Ryan Hickman and Buffalo Autographs, www.buffaloautographs.com. They have a raffle donation going for a super fan by the name of Buffalo Spartan. This donation raffle is $10 a spot. It's unlimited spots. Check out their Facebook page at Buffalo Autographs. It's a nice Josh Allen COA authenticated signed jersey, home jersey that we're giving up for that raffle. So either, like I said, either hit that Facebook page up or contact Ryan Hickman personally. I know you'll be Venmoing him $10, and it's going to go till next Monday. Buffalo Spartan's been on our show, a wonderful guest. He's always supported us, and we've developed quite the friendship. And the guy had surgery, and he's out longer than expected, a lot longer than expected. So we're doing a little something for him. So hit him up.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
These guys.
All right. Well, let's dig right into it.
What do you say? On the show, Buffalo Spartan, just the part of the community that these guys do every single week. It's awesome, and it's people are like, oh no, they're wearing costume. Who gives a shit? They are portraying their character. That's how they represent the Buffalo Bills, and I love it.
Yo, man.
And the group is doing a ton of charitable stuff, and they're just a good representation of the Buffalo Bills Mafia, and they make people strive to be better people, and that's exactly who they are.
Yeah, and they're great people, man. They showed us such a good time at the Texans game, super welcoming, made it a point for us to meet up. We did a fireball shot with them before the game started. It was a great time. They're awesome.
Yeah, and then another thing, before you judge somebody for wearing that stuff, you should honestly ask them, because you'll be amazed with some of these answers of why they get dressed up for the games and why they do it. And it's more than just dressing up, for sure.
Superstition.
Did you crack it?
Did it?
I missed it. All right, Buffalo Bills get on the win streak.
Real quick, sorry. We're at 23 people. We reached 50 tonight, guys. We're chugging a beer, just so you know.
Get your friends here.
Tag, get your friends here. 50 viewers at one time. We're going to chug a beer. All right, Jared.
First person that responds, LOL, I will chug a fucking beer. I'm thirsty. I'm joking. Don't do that, please. I got to work early tomorrow.
Hold on a second. LOL.
There you go.
No, I can't. I lost my funnel. I don't have a funnel. I got a glass, and I'll just.
We don't break promises here at 24/7 Buff Pandemonium.
So far, you have 4 LOLs. You just say you had a 24-pack?
Brian, you need a funnel. Did you want a chaser as well? Do you want something sweet to sip on after that beer?
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. You're not at 4.
Unless you're texting my wife to bring in some like El Salvadorian scotch, then no, I don't want. I'm good.
You're up to 10. Oh, actually, I think your wife just wrote LOL.
Yeah, Patricia. I imagine that's your wife. She LOL'd a couple times, actually, I think.
Yeah, dude, you're up. You might need another case, bro.
Oh, all right, guys. Let's listen. I gotta drive home. I'm in my studio. Shit, I already told you I'm in my house.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
I gotta walk to my
I'm gonna finish
bedroom.
this, and that's a lot of work. This is a full beer. I'll do one full beer. All right, thank you guys.
Spartan says take your panties off. So
you want to count down?
No, I don't want to do it. Like, can I just block my camera really quick?
Just go. I'll say the score of the game, and as I'm saying the score, you're drinking.
Oh, shit.
The Buffalo Bills are back in the win column with a 31-14 win over the Carolina Panthers this past weekend. Swank, share your thoughts with the Fandemonium.
I can't wait to, man.
Nice chug.
There you go. Nice chug. Hey, nicely done.
Nicely done.
We'll go through my bad.
I meant to hit mute. Sorry.
It's all about that bass.
I'll go through my 3 here. I think that they did exactly what they needed to do, get back on track. I've been hearing a lot of shade about this game, man. A lot of people kind of saying that Josh didn't have like a great game. A lot of people talking about Spencer Brown. I don't know where all of you guys have been for like the last 20 years, man, but that was a pretty well-rounded game. Your quarterback threw for 3 touchdowns. The running game got going. Motor had a touchdown, a long touchdown. He had an 85-yard game? 80-plus yards?
85.
Yeah. They did all that, and this is the big thing that I'm going to hit on because I've been thinking about it ever since Sunday. Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown's my boy. I've been championing for him. I love him. He's big. He's nasty. Like, I love the way he plays. A lot of people were dogging him for the penalties and, the taunting call and whatever, holdings. He played the hardest position to play on offensive line as a rookie who's used to playing right tackle, right? Right guard, right tackle. You got it on there?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Preach.
So
Just keep preaching, man.
everything that you've heard today on the radio or yesterday on the radio, dude, I don't believe it. I think that he did an amazing job. You know what, those holding calls, they would have been Josh Allen sacks. Do you want your quarterback to get smoked? I think fine. I don't care. He's playing out of position. He's a rookie. He's physically gifted. I think he did an amazing job. And that taunt, they caught him on the retort, man, because the kid cracked him in his helmet and he stood over there and looked at him. Like, I know it's something you can't do, but if you're looking at everything on the table, right? Bills win. Josh Allen stayed mostly clean. The sacks he did take were kind of his fault, man. He held on to the ball too long, trying to make something out of nothing a couple times. Spencer Brown, dude, I think he played his balls off. I think he did a great job, and I think he'll learn from this. In his press conference afterwards, he already owned all the mistakes. Eric Wood was talking about how hard it is to play out of position on the offensive line. It's the hardest thing to do. You're basically mirroring everything that your muscle memory has already been adjusted to. If you're used to play on the right side, you move to the left, everything is different. It's exactly mirrored. And I think for what it was, he played a great game. I also think the O-line did a pretty good job. Like I said, one of your most successful days rushing all season. This is what everybody's been championing for, right? They put up a good amount of points on the number 2 defense in the league. Everybody keeps forgetting about that.
They forgot
too.
that, yes.
Like,
Panthers defense is big.
And it's like, what more do you guys want? Like, I know.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah,
Are you not entertained?
It's like, I know it was Cam Newton. I know that they're beat up, all that stuff. They played a hell of a game, and it was a well-rounded game. I was stoked. So, the bad for me, I don't know. Nothing was like horribly bad or ugly. I wish that Breida would have got more opportunity to make some more out of what he was doing. If I had to bitch about anything, ugly. I don't know. I liked most of the play calls for most of the game. There were some parts, again, Dable with his back and forth ridiculous ass, but he that Gabe touchdown, the second Gabe touchdown, where it was designed, he faked a block, he ran straight into the end zone wide open. That was a beautiful play call.
Beautiful play call.
Also,
yes.
the direct snap to Isaiah McKenzie, which we've been championing for all season too, to get him more involved. Yeah, that was beautiful. Like, you pick up that third down, you're in business, you're marching, right? They were faking the jet sweeps, all that stuff. A little bit more of like what we'd been talking about, and I appreciated that. So, the good is, man, they came back, and they came back from 2 hard losses, and they're making a push late December, and that's what we need right now.
Absolutely, and going back to the McKenzie play, a guy who missed the last 2 games.
I have that button. Sorry.
Do it.
Where's that button?
Hit it.
I don't have the button. I wish I did.
Push it.
Okay,
Push it.
so
push it.
what a confidence booster for McKenzie to get that ball, and I think we're going to see more of McKenzie this coming up week, but we'll talk about that later. Brian, what's your good, bad, or no, we're not doing good. Yes, good, bad, and ugly of the game.
Sorry, I was Googling the soundtrack so I can get it on my thing here. While I wasn't prepared for this. The good, bad, and ugly. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Good, bad, and ugly. Okay. Oh, here we go. The good. Josh Allen has an arm that is unmatched in this league. Unmatched in this league. And it wasn't 15-mile-an-hour Gus because we saw that 15-mile-an-hour Gus. And he was still on point. It's just the drop catches. But whatever. Moving on. Yes, the losses kicked our asses. But the good thing happened that Josh Allen just persevered through all that bull crap and got us a victory just by doing whatever it took. And honestly, he was the MVP of the game. If anybody wants to say, well, what about Singletary? Well, that's fine. Okay. If he had 85 yards, he should be getting those yards for how high of a draft pick he was. We expect a lot more out of you. Good. You got 85 yards. About fucking time. Excuse. I don't know if I can swear on the show.
Do you, Brian? Do you?
Whoopity doo. Because you'll be living in a van down by the river. Down by the river. Let me tell you. No, I forgot what I was talking about, you guys.
I think you threw the good out with the Allen.
That was good. Josh Allen, the good. All right. The bad, I don't even want to say Spencer Brown. The inconsistency with the line, but I think this line, they were fired up. Spencer Brown at left tackle for listen, you can say how bad he was. I'm okay with it because he's never played that position before, never lined up all season long, and they're like, Spencer Brown, you're a crazy motherfucker. I want you to play left tackle. He's like, all right, give me some beer. I'm going to go grab Diggs' beer that he was going to grab, and I'm going to shot. And, a couple, messy plays, but as a rookie, man, he was, if that's bad, sign me up for what we need, gents. And the ugly, Cam Newton. Can we do a wellness check on Cam? Let me have his number. Like, I don't know. He's
just going through the motions.
Next week.
Dude, he's done. He's got to be done. Him and Roethlisberger can be on their retirement beach somewhere next season. That'd be fine. He's done.
Yep.
Yeah, so just watching him throw the ball sometimes, it's like, does he even want to play? I mean, it's not there anymore.
Am I wrong when I say he's got a shot put start?
No.
I mean, he pushes the ball on poor guy. He needs to call it quits. He needs to know when it's over. It's over.
Poor guy. That's like something that you reserve when you're talking about someone's grandfather. You're like, that poor guy.
He means well.
He means well.
My condolences. This nice spacious property here goes 6 feet down. That's fucked up, dude.
And we can build on it.
Scott, what's up with you? Go ahead.
You guys didn't mention Gabriel Davis. That's my good. My good is Gabriel Davis. We talked about in Sunday sessions. We even brought it up during the K-Gun report last week. It's the guy's worked hard. Congratulations to you, Gabe Davis. The guy's worked hard. He's been patient because obviously he was behind a starter wide receiver number 2, John Brown, last year, and then Emmanuel Sanders was picked up this year. He's been patient. The guy has not complained at all. All he does is go out there, produce, catch balls. His catch percentage is better than what it was last year. He's only 6 catches away from getting the same numbers he did last year, and he's 1 touchdown away. And he makes this offense so much better. Yeah. He's got that possession part. He's got that he can go deep and up and get the ball at 6'2", 210 pounds. He's got that toe drag swag. He'll go across the middle. He's the perfect complement for Stephon Diggs and Beasley and Knox. So I think our wide receiver that we have for 2 years remaining on his contract, his rookie contract is still 2 years left. I think we found our number 2 wide receiver in the league, and he's gonna make the most of it. You goddamn well know he will.
Scott, they just increased the cap. Did they pay him this year?
They won't pay him this year. He's got 2 years left, so they'll pay him after next year. Probably just give him an extension of some sort. But they got some more money to work with. But no, you don't do it this early. You don't do someone's contract in half unless they're getting like 60, 70 catches in a year.
To add to that, and Beasley's not even playing. So, Gabe Davis, here's your time to shine, buddy. I agree with you.
Here's your time to shine. My bad is not bad in the sense of not good. My bad is bad mofo, and we're going to continue with the Spencer Brown talk.
Nice.
He's a bad mother trucker.
Yeah,
he is. He got screwed over with that personal foul call because he didn't even retaliate. I mean, the guy just stared at him after being slapped in the mug.
Yeah, it was a stare down.
But the guy, to come in there against the number 2 defense on the left side. Guys, there's a reason why a left tackle gets paid $13 million and a right tackle gets paid $650,000. Okay. He was told on Friday that he's going to be the left tackle. No week of preparation and walkthrough, basically. He stayed after practice with Hughes and Addison and some of these younger guys to work on his technique going left instead of right. This guy wants it. He's a hard worker. You're Swank, when you said I'd rather him take a 10-yard penalty than Josh Allen get sacked for 10 yards with a bum ankle. Yep. So good job for him. And with Feliciano and Dawkins still up in the air about what's going to happen with them, you give Spencer Brown another whole week practicing at left tackle, I'll think he'll be just fine. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be just fine. Burns and who's the other end on the Burns and anyways.
You talking about New England?
No, I'm talking about the Carolina Panthers outside linebackers and defensive ends. Mm-hmm. They're no joke. They have double-digit sacks. That team brings pressure. And Spencer Brown did, I think, a hell of a job against that kind of pressure. And you give him a week, he'll be all right. He'll be facing Judon this weekend if he starts at left tackle. And that guy, I don't know if you guys saw that cheap shot on the quarterback this past week, but Judon has always been cheap. And Spencer Brown's not going to let something like that fly, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think that'll be a fun matchup, man. I heard the double-digit sack. Like, the two guys that he was up against the whole game were studs. And, again, number 2 defense in the league, playing the number 1 defense in the league. But whatever, like number 2. I think with the patchwork line that they had, to have as much success throwing and running the ball with a quarterback who's got a soft ankle, like you were saying, man, I was more than happy with that. Mm-hmm. That means that next week or this week it is actually less of a challenge, right? Like it should be on paper,
Hassan Reddick is the other guy. Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns, both dangerous outside linebackers that can bring the pressure.
I just want to throw this out there really quick. John's called it last week. I saw it when I rewatched the show last Wednesday that he called Gabe Davis getting 2 touchdowns, so he was on with that. Debbie Emerton also agrees that the 5 penalties from Spencer Brown, there was only really 2 or 3. The other ones were well-deserved. Quickly, I don't know. Right there, look at them. If you want one, personal message us, your address and name. We'll send those stickers out for free.
For nothing.
Scott, when you get a holding penalty,
my name is Brian. I live at.
Yeah, go ahead. Listening.
Scott, the penalty, that's not a loss of down, correct?
No, if you get a holding penalty on 1st and 10, it's 1st and 20.
Right. So you saved your quarterback for another play.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. If you hold. So
would you rather have 1st and 20 or 2nd and 20?
Right. I'll take 2nd and 20 with a healthy quarterback.
Yeah, Joey Hatch brought up shout out to F.A. Obata with 2 sacks. Yeah. F.A. Obata did have 2. He's a big, long, lengthy son of a gun, and he was an ex-Panther, so it's fitting that he didn't hold back on Cam Newton and he looked at times unstoppable. I don't know where this has been all season, but that left tackle had some problems even catching up to the speed of F.A. Obata, so maybe that's going to earn him some more playing time.
That's a rough old line.
F.A. Obata was the reason why he got kicked off the team because he sacked Cam Newton. That was
in practice, right?
At least during practice. Yes. Okay, I'm hoping that we didn't just make this shit up last night, which we do all the time. But
that's awesome, though. He did sack your franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he got in trouble. He's got the red shirt. That wasn't good.
Luckily, I'm reading it here, Brian. I'm reading it here. F.A. Obata sacks Cam Newton wearing a yellow shirt. Told many times not to hit quarterback. Continued to sack him. So it's all right here.
It's right there. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Also, a quick plug out too. Steve Tasker and Cornelius Bennett for making the semifinals for the Hall of Fame. I had to make sure I had.
We need Steve to do it. We need Steve to do it. Come on, Steve.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Panel needs to get this right. This is one of those things that it's going to be very disappointing. You have punters and kickers in there. So if you're going to say the special teamers don't deserve to be in there, then you're way off. This guy changed the game in the 90s.
Yes.
Go watch a special teams highlight that lasts an hour and tell me anyone that else has hour tape on special teams highlights. I challenge you to that one.
Devin Hester had one responsibility, was to catch the ball and run. Mm-hmm. Steve Tasker had, every giving time he was on the field, he was a captain. He told everybody what to do. Add those responsibilities up, and he was great at his craft. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
And he had a Hall of Fame quarterback asking Marv Levy to have him play offense as a wide receiver. And Marv Levy specifically kept him on special teams because he was such a dynamic player there that Marv Levy understands the phases of the game. And when you got somebody that does what Steve Tasker did for special teams, you don't risk getting him hurt. No. So you got a Hall of Fame quarterback wanting him starting at one of the 3 wide receivers. And yep, that tells you enough right there.
Yeah. Tasker's the gatekeeper, man. He needs to be let in first, and then you can talk about the Hesters and whoever else special team wise that you want. But Tasker is the first. He has to be.
Kevin DeBauer, when is the latest Kendrick Bourne can test negative and be eligible? I think the NFL new rule now is if you're vaccinated, you only need you need 2 still?
2 in 24 hours.
2 in a row.
2 in 24 hours, even if you're vaccinated?
Yep.
A 24-hour span, I think, from each other.
And as far as the concussion protocol, that both actually N'Keal Harry and Nelson Aguilar are on, that's day by day. There's no way in telling how long. Once the doctor says he's okay to play, they're okay to play.
Yeah, if you monitor that, like as far as whatever the practice like reports that come out and who was limited, who was questionable, all that stuff. Usually, if somebody's limited all week, definitely in Buffalo, they don't play on Sunday, right? Like that's kind of like McDermott's way. He's way more conservative in that respect. When you got cheater like Belichick, he might throw a guy limited. Just
I was going to say all these questions and outs and doubtfuls and all that stuff. You can't trust with Belichick. He knows how to stretch the rules. He knows the loopholes and how long do I have until that COVID test needs to be reported. He knows all this stuff, guys.
Mm-hmm. He should have been a lawyer. Because he would have been the best lawyer. He goes, "Oh, that's the rule books. Watch this.
Yeah, hold my beer." See, there's there and there. They spell it wrong, so that means we can negotiate this way.
Yeah,
the case is dropped.
Right.
They
case
spelled
is
it
dropped.
They're missing a comma.
Listen, his son looks like he's going to need a lawyer, so he better hope at least he knows that.
Oh my God, right?
If that wasn't ever a daddy, can you get me a job situation? Come on now.
He once hung out. Well, I can't get political. Hung out with that one son of a very prominent politician.
They were besties.
They're BFFs. I'm pretty sure he was taking the picture on his laptop.
You mean they were both in Ukraine at that time, correct?
Are you guys talking about George W. Bush?
Why do I have 2 fucking beers? Chug one. Guys, hold on a minute. Wait.
Can I chug another beer?
Let's everyone else here, okay? Who wants to see everyone do a chug? Just go ahead and say, fuck yeah. Get a, oh yeah.
Listen.
Come on.
We'll go to 850. And if we don't hit 50, we might have to just do one.
No, we're doing one.
Listen, you guys are taking the incentive away. I mean,
come on, guys.
I was going to chug a beer. We got to get 50. I got one right here.
I was going to chug a beer anyway. I
got one right here.
Wait.
Well, I don't want to do another one by myself. That's a thing.
Look what you do, man.
See? Look at all these people just going, oh yeah.
You'd be a great like B team rapper, like everybody in the crowd say fuck yeah.
Well, let me remind the people.
What's he talking about?
This is our show. This is not Brian's. But because you guys, because we love you guys so much, you guys are all saying do it. Come on, you guys want to just do it up?
Listen, can I do my good, bad, and ugly first?
Oh yeah.
But real quick, while we're actually pouring our beers, let's do it. I do want to remind people, go check out Shout for a Cause Inc., their website. Go check out Buffalo Autographs website. Go check out ours. We're all doing a donation raffle for our good buddy, Cheers, by the name of Buffalo Spartan, a super fan. Long story short, he had surgery, and he is out for a lot longer than what he had anticipated. And so we do Buffalo Bills things. We do Mafia things. We're helping a brother out. Donations of $10, unlimited spots. Not only help him out, but also earn you a chance to win a sweet little Josh Allen jersey that's signed.
All right, before we do this.
Are we doing fresh beers?
Yeah, I just poured a nice one. Okay. Good, bad, ugly. My good Singletary. The Ball's play calling was just, I think I mentioned something on the thread that you had going on at Sunday, Scott. The fact that I saw more play types, like different scenarios, different schemes in one game than I have seen all season with the Ball. So I got to give him credit there. Also, Gabe Davis, we mentioned him. My bad was Spencer Brown, 5 penalties, but like we've all discussed before, not all of them were legit penalties. Some of them reaction, protecting people, and all that stuff. So even though it was bad, he'll get a hold of that. And my ugly is the COVID going through the NFL right now. That's going to throw a – I was thinking about this in the drive home today after work, the fact that this is where we're going to see Bills fans. I mean, let's just throw it out there right now. Cole Beasley's out. Right now, Dawkins, Feliciano, Dotson, Epinesa. Don't be alarmed if it's going to be more than that. You know what I mean? So what you're going to do is you're going to stop. If shit hits the fan, we're not going to be negative. We're going to trust the process, right, that we've always said all year. We're going to believe in these Buffalo Bills, and I believe that the depth of our team will carry us through. So don't be shocked if more people start popping up. We're hoping it doesn't, but it's not the end of the world. So keep it positive. That was the ugly.
There you go.
All right.
Lisa Johns, who do I donate to? Go to Buffalo Autographs. Ryan Hickman has a Venmo that he has it connected to. So just contact him, okay?
Josh Cook brings up a great point. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Chug a beer.
There you go.
I like it.
I do want to add this in. This is the first time in 3 years that the Buffalo Bills have had a running back with 20-plus carries. Singletary, and he got over 80 yards and a touchdown. All right, guys, we doing this?
Well,
No,
before we do that really quick, Brent
guys, we're going
Thomason.
back to the rules.
Brent Thomason had to say, "Swank, go ahead and start your chug now. It's a short show." So I called him a son of a bitch.
No, he said something earlier. He said something earlier, like we don't have enough time in the show for Swank to chug.
Oh,
your
really?
beer. Yeah. We ignored that one.
He got you good on that one now, didn't he? Swank?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Here's to end of the year. Happy holidays, and hopefully a Bills continuation of a good run that they're doing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, look at that. We just hit 50.
Go.
Oh, cool.
Merry Christmas.
Here comes the burps, guys.
Hit the mute this time.
No, you didn't. I heard it.
All right.
All right, so we didn't quite hit 50. We hit 30 right at that point, guys. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh, now we're down to 3.
Yeah.
That was the
People just
slowest
wanted
one
to
I
see us
did.
chug a beer.
I wasn't prepared.
Prepared.
I usually
we
like
sat
my
there and
beer at
hyped it
room
for like an
temperature.
hour.
Like that. Cheers.
What
I
kind
like
of
my
beer
beer
was
at room
that?
temperature.
Brent
guys.
Thomason's still waiting.
Cheers, guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, guys. Let's get into this next week, okay? The
Oh,
Buffalo
who we
Bills are
playing
gonna,
this week?
you know, like we said, I think 3 weeks ago we were on the conversation topic of we lost this one to New England at home. The weather did play a huge factor in it. We're going to tell this weekend weather is a great equalizer. This weekend we'll obviously see that it was. Yeah, we said keep the faith. You know, by the time we see him next time, we could be playing for the AFC East spot, number 1 spot. And guess what? We are. So Buffalo Bills are traveling to New England, Boston, out there, Massachusetts, to play on the Patriots. 9-5. We're 8-6. That game is going to be for the AFC lead and a big jump for the Buffalo Bills, especially if they do win. They're going to jump high in the seeding in the rankings in the playoffs. Swank. I gotta digest this still.
I need
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this Patriots game?
I need a banana and a Tums.
Tum-tums.
Fatality.
Love it.
So I think that this is going to be sweet, sweet revenge and retribution. And even during the win game, we outplayed them statistically. So I just don't see there being a whole lot of problems because now instead of Josh Allen having his wings clipped, he can just bomb it out and air it out. And we see what happens when that happens. I think that you're going to see a lot of blitzes. They're going to try and make him uncomfortable, especially if the line's still a little banged up and scattered with this COVID stuff. But hopefully with Feliciano and Dion being out last week, they can get some positive tests. They're both vaccinated. That's their best shot to get back quick. So if that can happen, we can get some sort of semblance of what we had before.
I think that we'll have an easier go of it. I still don't think that, based on this last week going up against the number 2 defense in the league, there was too much of a problem. So I think the offense is going to eat, and I think Sean McDermott sees it. He was a lot more transparent after that game than he has been in games past when he's played Belichick. Even as far to go to the point where he said, don't give Belichick that much credit for this win, which was a pretty ballsy, transparent McDermott statement that you're not going to hear a lot. Usually he's very respectful, quiet. Yep, they're a great football team. He made it a point to say, we beat ourselves and don't give them that much credit.
Yeah, they're going to hang that up to look at. Belichick will. Yeah,
and that's fine. Because I don't think you're going to see Wack Jones do a whole hell of a lot during this game. That dude showed what he could do against the Colts, right? When he had to throw it a little bit more than 4 times. And I loved Bill's Twitter with the whole, well, you knew they were going to run the whole game, and they only threw 5 times, which was the same exact narrative that they had when we played them, right? It's just funny watching the whole media, hard on that they had for this kid just go down in flames because he cannot do it. You all right over there? Jesus Christ. Everybody's doing sign language. I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
Just let Mac Jones go in the ball. That's fine.
We'll delete that one.
Please.
Censored.
I will never get that Disney Plus contract. Jesus.
So my score prediction is going to be 28-13. Buffalo Bills with that victory, and the number one in the AFC East. God damn, PBRs. My bold prediction is that Josh Allen is going to throw for over 300 yards and four touchdowns. 4 of those touchdowns. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And the X factor to me, again, I think 2 weeks running, Mr. Spencer Brown. He's going to be your X factor.
There you go. Likes it.
He's got 3 more games to make offensive lineman rookie of the year, and he might make that.
He's definitely the tallest.
I don't see anybody else that has.
I've been wanting to say this really quick. Spencer Brown, don't drink beer from the fans. We need you. We don't need you on that COVID list. So no more drinking beer from the fans.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Right? Oh, my God. I didn't think about that either. What?
NFL, no fun league. Jarrod, everybody please sanitize and wash.
Keep your whatever they're gonna celebrate. You put your beer in your shirts.
Jarrod, he didn't place his lips on the can. He poured it from his mouth, so the alcohol kills the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID was just in there floating around. And
Studies have shown. Fauci even said that the alcohol, not like alcohol, rubbing alcohol, like actual booze, kills COVID. You heard it here first. Everybody go drink.
Yeah, that is not an actual statement. Do not follow.
Jarrod's like, we're going to get in trouble for this.
See, I get banned for that shit on my show.
I believe
I'm a nurse. I know better.
Can you write me a prescription?
The pad's over there in the back. We're going to get in a lot of trouble. Scott, what's your thoughts about this noon the Patriots game?
All right, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you that the Patriots beat a Tennessee team without Henry and their starting 2 wide receivers. The Patriots beat the Falcons. They beat the Carolina Panthers. They beat the Jets twice. They beat the Texans, and they beat Miami. They beat the Bills during a game that was controlled by the weather, and we should have won that game. Mac Jones is not who they thought he was. He's not the second coming Jesus. He's not Tom Brady. Even if you ask the Patriots, apparently the reporters out there will say he is. They're not that good. They own the AFC East right now. We are going to take that AFC East over pretty damn quickly this weekend. And I think the Bills are going to handle them in a way that's going to be like, oh, maybe the Patriots aren't that good. Yes, they do have a defense that's pretty stellar. But I'm telling you what, again, if you play a Tennessee team that doesn't have 2 wide receivers and their running backs gone, my defense would be pretty good. If you're playing a Jets quarterback that you don't know who's quarterback and then their offense is poor, of course my defense is going to be pretty good. Let them play Josh Allen in regular weather. Let them play Dable. I'm going to say it in regular weather. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I don't think they've got the manpower. And I said last week after the bye week that we're about to see the fall of Mac Jones. We saw exactly what happens when you put the ball in Mac Jones's hands. They don't win. They're going to try to run the ball because Belichick knows that they can run the ball. That's going to be a different story this week.
And that was against what, no
Letullier,
star, right? And Edmonds too, I think.
Yeah.
Was he out that game? So I don't know.
No, Edmonds was in that game. He over-pursued a couple times.
He'd just come back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, Swank, they're not running into the team that we saw in the second half against Tampa Bay, a team that took over the Carolina Panthers game. They haven't seen the team that's been has a resurgence since a game and a half ago.
Yeah.
Mac Jones isn't your guy, and the defense isn't as good as you guys think they are. Spencer Brown will be able to handle that left tackle position if he has to. He's just the attitude we absolutely need against Judon because, like I said before, Judon is cheap. He's someone that's a hype guy. He brings a lot of pressure and he brings a lot of spaz to his game. Spencer Brown's going to put a handle on that. We're going to see a little bit of a running game, I think, because Singletary made his mark this week. Give me the ball 20-plus times. I will give you an 85-yard game, and I will be consistent. You take away those couple of ridiculous dives that Dable obviously did this past game, he's got an amazing average here for his run game. I'm excited about it. My score prediction is 35-17. I think the 17 points is coming late because I think the Bills are going to start playing a prevent defense just to kind of slow down the game a little bit. My bold prediction is that the defense is going to keep Mac Jones at about 50% completion percentage. Milano, Edmonds, and our defensive ends are lengthy, fast, and speedy enough to take care of this offense. So he's not going to be able to dump off to Hunter Henry. He's not going to be able to throw the ball to the flats or the screens to the wide receivers and running backs like he thinks he can. I think our Bills are on a vengeance. They have that nasty sour taste in their mouth from the previous game. And I just think it's going to be mayhem. X factor, defending the run, obviously. We were manhandled. You take away that 64-yard run from Harris a couple weeks ago, they only averaged 3.5 yards a carry with 45 runs. So Letullier is back. Our defense is back. Good luck, New England. I think we're the beast of the East, and I think we're going to see that this Sunday.
Dude,
Brian, here we go.
You think that less than 50% completion percentage, is that going to be 4 of 10 for 34 yards?
I honestly think.
Don't let me throw it. Don't make me throw the ball.
No.
In that weather, when that weather game was kind of controlling how the game was going to be played, I think I give that a benefit, an advantage towards Belichick. You give us a fair weather game. I don't think with the Mac Jones at quarterback and all that stuff, I don't think McDermott is going to be intimidated at all, or Dable or Frazier. I think it's, hey, the slate's clean, guys. Let's just go kick the crap out of these guys. I just see that happening.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping that does. I hope it's so. Brian, thoughts about the New England Patriots game?
Oh, don't let me go next. How do I follow up to that, bro? I mean, that was like, what?
That's why I go last. So I can be like, all great points, all wonderful points. What's next?
Yeah, just all right. I'm gonna say the same exact thing that Scott just said. It's verbatim. Can we just replay Scott said? I'm like, that's
well, Brian. Then if you don't want to really get into it, then just say scores, X factor, and bold prediction. Then.
All right, here we go. Okay. I need a beer for this one. No, guys. The difference between your show and Breaking Tables is it's Bill Stock. I'm not very analytical. I'm not. I love analytics. I love to hear that stuff. But it's different. It's different, but the same. Okay, picture that movie from The Interview.
Face Off.
Different. But no, the interview, different but the same.
Toy Story.
Different but the same. So, everyone's on the story, but here we go.
All I watch is kids movies. Mr. Incredible.
Okay,
go ahead.
movie, bro.
Wait,
Coco. I want to talk Coco. We'll talk Coco.
I love Coco.
Was that your
Coco's
sound
a great
effect,
movie.
or was that actually Jared's house?
No, that was a wheeze from Brian. Brian wheezed a little bit.
I thought it was a baby.
Wait, that was my wheeze? I need to shot my inhaler. Oh my God, I'm having an asthma attack.
For real?
Yeah.
Did I
Did you
call
know
it?
he had asthma? Here it comes.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
42, 17.
My wife's gonna come. She's a nurse. She's gonna come rolling and go. I'll give you the injection and IV and blood. No, I'm okay. I'm healthy, guys. The Patriots, they do not know what's coming into them on Sunday. We're on a roll, like you guys just mentioned, that we're on a roll. That after the second quarter, after the Tampa game, we are on a roll. Going into the Carolina Panthers, we are on a roll. Gonna go into the Patriots, guys. They have a billboard right down the street from you, just to remember what we did last year. And you guys just somehow won 3 games ago. And we do not forget. We do not forget. We're going to come back in your house. We're going to punch you in the face. We're going to Dan Campbell you guys. You ever heard that Dan Campbell speech?
No. Let it rip.
This team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap. And we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And
this was in the preseason, right?
Out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right. That's going to be the mentality.
That's going to be the mentality going into New England, Gillette Stadium. It's not a tweet. That's why I don't. I'm so Buffalo, I don't even get Gillette blades because fuck them.
I saw that. But you're absolutely right. There's going to be a fire. There's bragging rights for the AFC right now. And that sour taste that's still remaining in the Bills' mouth right after 3 weeks ago, that loss. McDermott, like you said, that little quote that he did about Belichick really not having to really don't give credit to Belichick. He's going to take that and ride with it too. You can put it up at Bill Belichick's office, like he can look at it, but McDermott said it and he meant it. And he knows that his team, when he gets them going, is going to dominate. And yeah, you're right. They're going to go in there biting kneecaps and scraping.
Come out just laugh because he said all that stuff in the preseason.
Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No, you're good.
Hit us with a score prediction, a bold prediction, and an X factor.
Bold prediction. Here we go. Josh Allen gets his first 400-yard game. He is pissed off. He's embarrassed. We had how many 400-yard games last year? Did we have 3? Okay. And this year, we've got 0. We're like, this is his game. Jacksonville's like, this is his game. Whatever. Now, he's in a rhythm. Gabriel Davis is going to step up, and now he knows this is my time to show why I am the Stephon Diggs of Adam Thielen. Does that make sense? How there was that number 1, Adam Thielen from Minnesota Vikings, and that number 2, Stephon Diggs. Well, this is the game where he makes that breakthrough. We're like
it.
Cole Beasley who?
Ooh.
Cole Beasley who?
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Like it.
Yeah. That's okay. That statement right there. Cole Beasley who? He's out, obviously, right now because of how the rules are. He's not going to be able to play this game this week, even if because he's not vaccinated. I think we all believe we're all, knowledgeable that we think that he's not vaccinated, so he can't play. So are we worried about that?
What was the first fucking hint?
Can I say that again a different way?
They are who they thought we were.
But honestly, that's what after all this is done, I was going to ask that question: are we worried about a wide receiver core? Because Beasley's out, but we have Emmanuel Sanders status right now.
Isaiah McKenzie did a hell of a job spelling Beasley last year, and I think he might be an upgrade this year, just the way things have been panned out. So, if anything, if Beasley misses time, I think Isaiah McKenzie can do just as good of a job.
People are calling for football Jesus in the comments, man. Mr.
Kumaro.
Yep, Kumaro. He's got good hands. He could do the toe drag swag. He can go up and get the hard ball. He can be the Gabriel Davis. Isaiah McKenzie can be the Beasley, and then Gabriel Davis can be number 2. Diggs at number 1. Boo, that's a tough wide receiver core to cover right there.
And you didn't even mention Knox, did you?
I'm not going to Knox him at all.
Hey.
Brian, do you have a score prediction? What was your score prediction for the game?
Okay, score prediction. Every time I say shutout, it doesn't happen. I was lucky 2 times out of the year. So this week, I'm going to go ahead and pitch another shutout. No. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go crazy. I think I'm going to do Thursday I'm doing a show, and I will give my score predictions. But for right now on your guys' show, my score prediction is
it could change.
Josh Allen is going to just light them the heck up. 42-0 right now. We are pissed off that we lost in front of our fans, in front of our family in Buffalo. 42-0. Drop the mic. Just go home, mac and cheese. Jones, you're like that mac and cheese that, like, not even your relative, is a friend of a relative that comes and like, oh, I got my favorite mac and cheese.
There's chunks of cheese in it, and it doesn't taste that
not good. It's like, oh, I made this myself, but there's still a like a Publix tag or a Wegmans tag. That is Mac Jones in New England right now.
There's still a hard stick of half butter in there.
They are the most overrated. Just that whole team is complete garbage. That's it. That's my rant. So 42-0 for right now. I might change it to like 5,798 come my show on Thursday.
A lot can happen in 2 days with this COVID crap.
Tune into Breaking Tables for the first 5,000-point game ever scored in the NFL.
Oh my God! Remember that one guy that called it? Crazy guy.
I can't believe it's happening.
So Brian, you're on what days? You're on Thursday and Monday, right? And they're usually 7 o'clock.
Mondays and Thursdays, 7:30. We go 7:30. Live. Again, it's more of a kind of a talk show. It's if somebody has stats, that's cool. Let's talk about it. It's more of like fun for the lulls, for the giggles. You had a long ass day at work. Just go there, just laugh. That's it.
Yeah, I definitely do. I get the kids down, and I definitely tune in every Monday and Thursday. You share the comments too up on there so everyone can see it. It's a good time. So don't miss that show too. That's a great show.
Awesome, guys. That's why I appreciate you guys just letting me hang out with you guys.
Oh yeah, man.
You guys can just chill too. This is awesome.
We like to chill. You guys want to check another beer?
Very nice. How much?
Oh my, it's a long time. Anyway,
what do you got, Jarrod? What do you got?
So, my score prediction is I had 42-0 written down again. I had it last week. I wrote it down again this week, but I changed it to 35-10. And obviously, that can change throughout the week because we're worried about everything COVID. My bold prediction: Singletary is going to get 15+ carries, but this time he's going to hit over 100. Also, my X factor is going to be McKenzie and Kumaro, but this is how they're the X factor. You're going to have those two new guys out there, and you're going to have Gabe Davis, and you're going to have Stephon Diggs still, right? Knock on wood that they're still. Give them the ball so New England knows that you're not afraid to give McKenzie Kumaro the ball. And that's going to open up Gabe and Stephon Diggs a little bit, and that's going to go back and forth all game. And that's going to help Mr. Bryan's prediction with Josh Allen going over 400 yards. So give McKenzie and Kumaro the ball early. That's going to open up Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, and it's just going to be free-for-all. And add in Singletary with 15+ runs for over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah.
And that is it.
Hey, guys, our friend Alberto Rivera Jr. is back. I haven't seen that man in a while.
I was just going to say
Welcome back, brother. We missed you.
Hell yeah.
Joey Hitch says, what's up, Chauncey? That means Chauncey's here.
Yep.
Chauncey Shank.
Yeah. Debbie Emerson, bold prediction. Belichick loses his shit on national TV. Does he throw his tablet like Tom Brady did? And I'd like to talk about that real quick. And you know how I'm long-winded, so it's not going to be quick. And I saw this the other day. OBJ, you get one of these other emotional kind of wide receivers, running backs on the sidelines, throwing a temper tantrum. They get knocked as being kind of sore loser, all that stuff. Tom Brady does it, and it's passion. How many times are we going to see that same thing? Tom Brady threw a pick. He ran by the coach and says, yourself.
Yeah.
And it's caught on camera. And then on the sidelines, he throws this tablet. And did you see that Saints cornerback kind of roasting him, saying, "Hey, Santa, for Christmas, can you send my buddy Tom Brady a tablet? He broke his."
Yeah, that was sick. There was that shot too where he stood right in front of him with his arms crossed, just cheesing him after he threw that pick, like helmet to helmet. And Tom wore it in stride. There's times where Tom Brady actually acts like the guy that I want him to be. You know what I mean? Like, so he's the best of all time. Like, fine. I'll never say greatest of all time. I'll say the best of all time. That's fine. If you guys know a guy named Joseph Montana, I will fight tooth and nail that he had a harder go of it than Tom Brady did. But Tom Brady is probably the best to ever play the game. I want him to be that guy that's like likable, you know, like Peyton Manning was, right? Or Drew Brees or any of these guys that like wore their greatness like well, but he is such an asshole. Half the time he can
like when you think he can do it and it's like and he does something stupid, it's like
they got shut out 9-0.
Douchebag.
It's like, dude, you kiss your kids on the mouth and they're 14. Like, come on, you know.
I'll probably still kiss my kids on the lips too when they're 14. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, but here's the thing. You're right.
That's awkward.
No, but here, ready? Listen. So I saw
that
comment.
Editing shit out.
I love my kids. I love them. But there's people say, Jordan Porter said it. You want a sore loser? I'll show you a great winner. Right? Yeah. Someone that's a winner. There's a difference between being a sore loser and being an ass clown. You know, be a professional about it. You're throwing things, you're smashing money that's going to cost somebody something, throwing your helmet, swearing at people. There's a classy way to do it. If you want to be looked at as the GOAT, the greatest of all time, have some good behind it and not always be an asshole about losing. Wear that pride on your shirt. I can lose, but I can learn from it, not throw a fit. And also blame the cameras because they're always the one catching it. And he is a human being, so he does have that emotion. But, dude, you've already accomplished so much in your career. Just run with it and just like, screw it. You know, I fucked up today. I got next week.
Mm-hmm.
Class.
Well, he's been in tougher spots than that. Like, he was just mad he got shut out, right? Like, he couldn't make anything happen. They had his number.
Act like you've been here before.
Here's the thing. Some crazy stuff.
0 points.
Because you always want to say.
Josh Allen scored touchdowns against the Saints. He didn't.
Oh, yeah. But,
greatest of all time.
But you know what? Like, when the Bills beat the Saints, it was, they beat a depleted Saints team, and they're not this. It's not that good.
I'm going to go Joe Buck, Prince Caldworth, and all that stuff. The Saints didn't have their players. Chris Jones was injured.
All day.
Chris Jones doesn't even play for him. That whole game against Kansas City the other day, it's the defense gave up a lot of points. Chris Jones has those guys. They make me sick. But Jarrod, real quick before we go anywhere else, we're talking about Peyton Manning. Did anybody else see that commercial, the Caesar commercial?
Were you in the background?
No, the Caesars. They're actually talking about Caesars, and they're talking about Eli Manning's catch, the helmet catch. And I don't think anybody catches this because it's hilarious. Peyton Manning's over on the couch sitting there, and they say, "Oh yeah, the helmet catch." Peyton Manning goes, "I probably would have hit him in the numbers."
What? I love it.
I gotta see that again.
Oh man!
All right, Debbie Emerton says Bills 31-24. Buffalo Spartan 27-17. Josh Cook 20-17. Bills Bass wins it. Big boot baby foot Bass wins it. Bold prediction from Debbie Emerton. Knox and Davis will get the majority of the TDs. So majority means 5. I think that's what she's getting at.
You know,
X Factor O-line.
Real fast, I wanted to say on Sunday sessions, which you can catch at 11:30 a.m. every Sunday before the game with Scott and myself and Ryan Thomas from the Thomas Takes Sports podcast. We were talking about how Knox and Bees were going to have a big game, right? They were going to do those short little throws over the middle, open everything up, and then Gabe was going to be the benefactor of all that, right? And it felt like in that first half, that's exactly what was going on. I was like, holy shit, it almost seems like Scott and I and Ryan know exactly what we're talking about. and then it changed, right? Like, all of a sudden, Sweeney was getting targets, which he was also dropping a lot of balls. So that probably should have been my bad. But, and then Bees wasn't really in the game plan in the second half. I think that's interesting that they do that. Like, they just, like, completely abandon things that were working in the first half or vice versa. You know what I mean?
That could make you nervous because you have to change the game plan every half, whether you're winning or losing, right? You have to come out with something different because this is the NFL. It's a professional league. They're going to adapt. So it's like, okay, you totally got away with what was working in the first half, like totally. And you never went back to it. Even though they may have given you chances to go back to it, you didn't. So maybe that's a learning curve too. It's all a learning curve until you make the playoffs, and hopefully you learned all you need to in the 17 games previous, because the playoffs are a different story.
But guys, you don't think it's a chess match though? As a coach, is like, all right, this is working, so we must do it differently because they're going to play against what is working. I mean, you also use that as an argument as well.
Sure.
I like, but you have to dip in. Go ahead, Swank.
No, I like the word we've been using for Dable all year is cute. Like, he tries to get too cute. He tries to outthink people that he doesn't really need to outthink. Like, we're physical enough, I feel like, and talented enough to where you could tell them, like, these guys say all the time, their high school football coach, we could tell them the 3 plays we're going to run over and over, and if we execute them, they can't stop us. And I want us to be that team. We're a passing team. I want us to pass on them all day long, and I don't care if it's Stephon Gilmore or if it's whoever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care who the cornerback is. We're going to throw the ball up to Stephon Diggs, and he's going to moss you. We're going to throw it to Beasley, and he's going to be too quick for you to catch up to him. We're going to throw it to Knox, and he's going to beast it. Like, we're going to do what we want to do because we're the physical, more assertive, more talented team, and we can. And it seems like with Dable, especially this year and in years past, he's held back because either he wants to force a game plan or he's trying to over-evaluate the defense. It's almost like he's playing scared. Like, he wants you to show everything that you're doing so he can try to adapt to that in the second half instead of just doing what we do well and ramming it down your throat and taking control of the game. It's really tentative. So, like, yeah, definitely agree with what you're saying. There's that chess match there, but I think in the 4th year of this system, like, we should just be lighting it up the way we did last year. Like, that's what should be happening. We got nothing but better, and we should just be killing people until they prove they can stop it. End scene.
Swank, I like that chess match analogy you're using, because in this game of chess, Singletary was picked up out of college because of the amount of broken tackles he had. And we see it every game. We see the elusiveness. We see him dodging tackles, breaking tackles constantly.
Breaking tables even.
We know what Diggs can do. 120 plus catches, 1,500 yards passing, receiving last year, doing the same thing this year. We know what Bees can do. We're starting to understand what Gabriel Davis can do. And a lot of people are almost saying that Knox potentially can be an elite tight end. He potentially is a Pro Bowl tight end this year.
Swank said that last week.
He's leading all tight ends in touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to start talking about games of chess, don't you think when you have 3 queens and 2 kings that you should start running the table? When you start mixing up these,
there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to tell it.
I'm just saying you only get 1 king, 1 queen, all that stuff, and all these pawns and all that stuff. But the Bills have a lot of talent. They have a lot of powerful pieces.
Absolutely.
So you should be able to run that chess table, no matter what the defense has brought to you, no matter what kind of team is coming to that week. You should be able to run it, pass the ball, run the ball. Don't hold back, Dable. You got all the pieces you need to just take over. And that's what he needs to do. They've got so much talent that you're right. Is he holding back? Who knows? But now's the time to not hold back anymore.
If he is, then this has got to be the time. Yeah, show all your cards. Like, there's nothing to hold back for anymore. Like, you need to win out. Like, I guess you don't need to, but it would be way more comfortable if you won out. So, finish him. Exactly.
Finish him. Bills next 2 opponents, Falcons and Jets. Very easy, winnable games.
Winnable.
But not guaranteed. Yeah.
I got a card. Right? I got a nice playing card I want to throw out there really quick from Patrick Castellano. Sorry, Patrick. I just murdered your last
Patrick, Jarrod can't even say his last name correctly. So
Jarrod.
Stevenson. You just do is like the last name initial from now on. Patrick C.
Stevenson is the biggest threat pending weather. Speed kills. He also said that the New England Patriots are going to be missing some of their key special teams people. So Stevenson or McKenzie, whoever's going to be back there. I like the fact that they put 2 people back there this past game. It was awesome. But Stevenson could make a name for himself this game with some of the special team aces on New England not being there.
Hope you're right.
Yeah.
Pause. Quiet air.
We just kind of just dropped it out, man. You're the host. Do it. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I was looking. Debbie Emerton wanted us to post a link to the Sunday sessions, so I was just trying to do that while you let the live.
Ellen Lart says Dawson Knox plays like a young Jay Ramiersma. Jay Ramiersma was pretty fun to watch.
He was. Hey guys, that Sunday sessions with Scott, Swank, and Ryan. I actually created a group for that too. So if you want to join the group, go ahead. It's a link off of the 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. So hit up the group, and then you'll be updated every time there's a show.
Yeah, there's also a group for the K-Gun Report.
K-Gun
so
Report.
You can do that the same damn way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to do pick'ems really quick?
Yeah, buddy.
We got a couple games. We got the Jacksonville versus Jets, Dolphins versus Saints, and then Swank will probably throw out. I think we kind of got away from the garbage games this for the last end of this part of the season.
More
We're going to do the playoff
now,
contenders now. All right. So we don't need to get too much into it, Brian. We're just going to say who we think is going to win, and that's it. That's pretty simple. We're just going to run
Bills.
Bills every time. Why are we even thinking about other teams? Jaguars versus Jets. Brian, who do you got winning that game? Bills. Oh, did he pause? Shit, we lost him.
I was thinking.
No, he's there.
Sorry, I didn't hear. What did you guys say?
Jacksonville versus the Jets. Who do you got in that game?
Talk about garbage fire of all garbage fires. Garbage fires versus garbage. I mean, I have no Jets. Gotta go to the Jets. Because Jacksonville is dysfunctional. They don't even have a coach.
They did. He's going back to school.
Give me the Jets with that one, Jared. Give me the Jets with that one. I'm with Brian.
Dances.
Swank.
You know what, man? Jags, bro. Going Jags. You know what? They're going to play for their kicker who got kicked.
Throw your kickers out there.
Swag, you have a nice crowd. I don't know where that came from,
Yeah,
but man.
Canned laughter, you know. It's my
Thanks, Mom. I have the Jets winning that game. Excuse me. Jacksonville.
Sorry.
Jim Graham just threw out something very nice. I love this show. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, buddy.
Obviously, this show wouldn't be here without the Fandemonium and people like Brian Van Slyke tuning in and, other shows too. So we're here because of you. So this is your show too. Albert Rivera,
Breaking
Jets.
Tables and listen to all those episodes.
Yeah, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Arrington, Jets.
Who's Miami
Jets,
got this week?
Jags and Jets tie. Brett Thomason. I think that's the best one that we've had.
Miami has the Saints.
Guys, Miami's right on our coattails.
Yeah,
they're the quiet team. They're the team that's going to get that 7th seed if we're not. If the
I
rest
want to
of the
see them
AFC's
sneak
not
in
careful.
and push the Patriots out, man.
Hey, they got to play the Patriots. I think the last game of the season. I think they're playing them.
So that could be a possibility. So
guys, we're shutting out every single team. We have 3 teams left. Yep. Shutting every one of them out. I don't even know who the Dolphins are anymore because we already beat them twice. So
we already did.
We got the Falcons and the Jets. So
Swank,
Saints versus Miami. Saints,
for the
Miami.
Dolphins, Saints. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Dolphins on that one.
Jarrod, I'm going Dolphins too. I think Dolphins. If we take care of this the Patriots this week, I know Miami beat them once already. So that game at the end of the season might be for that last spot between the Patriots and Miami. I would love to see Miami knock them out at the end.
You want to see Belichick so mad?
Oh yeah.
God, it would be so.
Oh my God,
it'd be so good.
Do it. Give me Miami.
Miami.
All right, Scott and Swank, Miami. Jared has the Saints.
Brian's
Miami. Brian, who you got?
Miami. I don't need to explain myself.
Swank, you want to do 1 or 2?
Well, we gotta do the. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, man, let's do 2. Why not? There was a couple that had some implications.
2 toilet bowl games, huh?
Yeah, that aren't
guys.
really
While you're looking them up, Swank, we have the potential because we won last week.
Here.
Because we won last week and the way the games played out this week, if we beat the Patriots, we obviously have the 4th seed, but we could potentially move up the 2nd seed overall. If we lose and a lot of games go a certain way, we'll still remain in 7th. There has to be a lot of weird stuff that has to happen to still get us out of the playoff race at that point. So win AFC East and 4th spot, at least lose. We're looking at remaining at the 7th spot.
And then you'll get that fair share of people. Bills just need to take care of their own business.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and I think at this point of the season, like the last couple of weeks, people that are saying that, like, yeah, absolutely. You want them to win every single game, and then they're the number 1 seed and they're undefeated and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, like, you can root for certain games to go a certain way to help the Bills. Like, I want every AFC team in the whole conference to lose. You know, except for the Bills. So just because I'm rooting for that doesn't mean that I don't think the Bills can do their job. Right. So I think one of the big games that has implications is Ravens-Bengals. That AFC North is insane right now, so that'll be one of the games. If you guys want to go around the horn, go around the horn.
Go around the horn. I think if Lamar Jackson's still out and the Ravens are depleted at secondary with their injuries, so I think the Bengals are going to take care of business.
I'm thinking Bengals too. Brian.
Bengals. Sorry, Ravens. You suck.
Sorry, Ravens.
I love it, dude. Yeah, I'm going to have to go Bengals with that one too. Sorry, it's not very, very exciting.
All right, what was the other one? What was the last one?
The last one's going to be Steelers-Chiefs.
Okay, so this is going to be a hard call. I'll go really quick on this one. I want Steelers.
I want that number 1 seed. I'm going with the upset. Steelers came up with a win this past week, and I think they're going to do the same thing against the Steelers. Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, a lot of COVID going on over down in Kansas City. So
Missouri.
Let's go Steelers. I'm going Steelers.
Just call Kansas City the new Wuhan COVID center because they got pretty much everybody on COVID. So I'm gonna definitely go with the Steelers. Oh yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and notch another win out my belt, I think, and go with the Chiefs. I think because you know, I think the Chiefs.
I'm gonna play it safe.
That's not safe, dude.
I know.
It's just Roethlisberger is a dumpster fire. Like, he can't old man himself across the goal line anymore. He's done.
Well, that's one more game, and this is the game.
That Steeler type defense is just the defense you want playing against Mahomes.
Yeah,
but break them up a little bit, get them a little sore.
All right,
absolutely wonderful. All right, we're gonna do closing thoughts to end this night out. Scott, lead us out here.
First of all, Brian, thanks for joining us. Those that don't know, the Breaking Tables goes live on Mondays and Thursdays, correct?
7:30.
7:30. Hit them up. Breaking Tables. They have a good old time. They drink beer, talk Bills football, and just have a blast. And they're hilarious to listen to. And you're definitely fun. I don't think you drink as many beers on Thursday than you did today. All right. Closing thoughts, guys. Hit up Buffalo Autographs. Shout for a Cause Inc. and our page at 24/7 Buff Fan in the Morning for information on the donation raffle for Buffalo Spartan. It's a Josh Allen jersey going up, $10 a spot, unlimited spots. You're going to hit up Ryan Hickman at Buffalo Autographs for that kind of information as far as the money goes. Yes, guys, who would have thought this time of the year, 3 games left, we'll be playing for the AFC East Championship, not the championship, but the title, Beast of the East. We'll have the same record, but we'll have more AFC divisional wins, which gives us the notch. We'll be ranked 4th. Be loud, cheer hard, be positive. If things go our way, that's awesome. If they don't, that's awesome. The Bills are making the right moves at the right time. God forbid COVID takes over of anything, but as much as we can control and the Bills can control and the NFL can control, we got to play the games. We have great depth. So let's just win out, make the playoffs, and the playoffs is a whole different animal, guys. So cheer loud and proud. Yep, cheer loud and proud. Go Bills.
I was going to call him Brian because he was leaning over, but Swank, you're next.
Wait, get another beer. Hold on a minute. You guys are making me drink so many beers.
I was gonna do it on purpose because you were out of the screen. Like, Brian, we need you. Brian, we need you. Swank.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. And please, everybody, go follow Breaking Tables. Check out all their live streams, podcasts, all that stuff. They're good dudes. And be stoked about this game coming up, man. It's retribution. And let them hear it. And stop with all this bullshit on Twitter, please. Like, I'm so sick of, like, seeing all this negativity and all this stuff about what players are vaccinated or not. It's like
who gives a shit?
It's a repeat, man. It's like it just keeps coming around and coming around. Stop. Like, we all love this team for one reason, right? Like, and that's it. So just root for them. Like, don't wish anybody ill over stupid political bullshit, and let's go win this game and be number 1 in the AFC East and be a 3 seed. How about that? Like, let's do that. That seems way more fun than arguing on Twitter. So, other than that, man, you can tune in and hang out with us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the K-Gun Report, brought to you by 24/7 Buff Fandemonium, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can also catch up on episodes on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify any damn time you want. And we got stickers, we got T-shirts. You can DM us, and Jarrod will probably send you whatever you want. Scott will mail you whatever you want. Don't ask them for pictures, but anything else they'll probably just send you. It'll be great. And Merry Christmas. Thanks so much for supporting and hanging out with us and making us feel like we're doing something. You know what I mean, man?
I forgot to say that. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I know. I was so glad you forgot,
Merry
so I could
Christmas,
say it first, dude.
Everyone.
Pick me. Brian, close us out.
Guys, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. You guys are the coolest. How are we not like best friends?
Yeah. Wait, we aren't?
Your weddings, or why you're not naming your child after me? I feel like next child I'm naming after one of you guys. We're gonna rock paper scissors. I love you guys. I want to thank you very much for having me on the show. I'm a little unorganized, unorthodox, and you guys are a complete polar opposite. So I love it, and we get along. So it's
Opposites
great.
attract.
Hell yeah, dude.
So thank you very much for having me on. I know I'm a little outrageous sometimes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and at least finish like a half of beer I have left. So
chug.
So he's on Breaking Tables. You can find him on Facebook and Twitter. And Tampa Neil's his buddy that he usually talks football with, and he's a good cat too. So don't miss that show on Monday and Thursday at 7:30. And the Thursday show coming up, there's going to be a lot more changes going on in the NFL, obviously. So tune in. Breaking Tables, Brian.
Thank you very much.
All right, yeah, I just want to reiterate this. Don't be shocked, Bills fans, if something changes throughout this week with the COVID. We're hoping that everything turns out positive. We got some players back, but we are going to be missing some players, so that's going to be an opportunity for these guys that we trust the process with to come up and take over. So it's going to be a good week to see the depth maybe. Merry Christmas. Celebrate with your family. Hold them close during this time, especially with all this stuff going on around the world. Cheer on those Bills when we see them coming up on Sunday at 1:00. Love those games against New England Patriots. Be loud, be positive, root them on. And the game doesn't end at halftime. Root until it says 0-0-0.
Yeah.
Guys, hopefully we're talking again next Tuesday with a 9-6 record on top of the AFC East. Until then, go ahead, Scott.
Guys, Brian, Swank, everyone watching, 11:30. Can you please come on Sunday sessions with Scott, Swank, and Ryan? We open our first beer at that time. Come have a beer with us. We'll talk pregame. We'll talk injuries. We will talk about this game. And when the show's over with, you got 45 minutes. So join us on Sunday sessions.
Sunday sessions at 11:30.
Yep. Dude, I have a soundboard on my. I have to do this. It's way too much fun not to.
Brian, do you have the hey?
I don't. I probably should. I know. I got everything else. I have a fatality. All these other
Mortal
things.
Kombat trumps. Hey,
like I said, when I'm doing a show, it's so I don't have the time because I'm focusing on the conversation where I don't have time to stop and be like, oh, let's do this button.
So what's a soundboard look like? Is there a whole bunch of buttons that you're looking at?
Yeah. So this is the Rodecaster Pro, which is it sets everything up, XLR status, and it gives you a good, like, the sound, the setup, everything. I don't know, guys. This is cool. As a Rodecaster, like Swank's got a Rodecaster Pro.
Well, I'll show you what I got.
See it.
I got the shirt.
Watch these guys pour their beer on it.
Please be wearing pants. Please be wearing
my
pants.
beer tower. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's
okay.
I got the Zoom 8. So it's the same deal. It's got the soundboard on it, XLRs, all that stuff.
Nice. You all you guys sound good. Even
I have this.
Oh, that's a Yeti. That's a Yeti.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Hey dorks with the sounds. No, just kidding. We wouldn't be here without.
Hey, hold on. Before you say anything, you're welcome.
Can I take that back?
Number
Can I take
one.
that back? Can I take that back?
Look how big mine is, guys. Look how big my soundboard is.
Before we go any further, Lady Bills wanted to know if we got a package. Did we get a package? When you guys get a package?
I got a package. Thank you. It's right behind me, Lady Bill. See that little white frame back there?
There you
I got
go.
my little
There
turf.
you
I
go.
got my turf back there. Just got it today.
Then there you are.
I'm excited
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I have a
You're gonna-
piece of the new Era Stadium back there with Josh Allen's rookie year.
You're
on
gonna
it,
put your
it's
cleats on
probably
and
got
do-
some sweat on it.
You're gonna do some running in place exercises on that turf,
Just with one foot.
guys.
No, I kick butt.
Great
in,
weekend coming up.
Nintendo.
This is an
Nintendo.
exciting time to watch the Bills for the AFC East. Cheer loud. Go Bills.
Go Bills!
Thanks, guys, for having me on.
Anytime, brother. Go Bills.
This is a dangerous